everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup in the AFC South, we have two top-tier receivers who are both deep threats. It's T.Y. Hilton going up against DeAndre Hopkins. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who'll be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Here's the kicker, Nick Novak, to get us started. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Andrew Luck, Week 5, he showed the best pass completion percentage he's had this season, 28 of 39, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns in that win over Chicago.
And it helps when he's protected, doesn't it? He takes a lot of hits in the pocket and has to make all those types of plays. When he has time, he's one of the best ones in the game.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense. Still first down.
And Luck hands this one off to Gore. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
And he wants to be a guy with limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry, really batters defenses with his inside running.
Second down following the run. To throw on second down is Luck. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And able to find Dorsett. And he's brought down after a good gain. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And now a first down following that long gain. Luck gives to his running back, Gore. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Against Chicago, Gore moved into 9th all-time in the NFL rushing list, Charles. 12,368 rushing yards.
Think about some of the names he's passed in recent weeks. Marcus Allen, Edgerrin James. Frank Gore's had a terrific career. And how about him getting this done after the game in London? No open week. I mean, I take an open week after London, don't you?
Absolutely. Now it's Gore. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now it's Luck. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, big-time pickup for the Texans.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Osweiler. And incomplete on the deep ball. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, the Texans will turn it over to the active leader in punting yards, and that's Shane Leckler. Back deep for the Colts is Quan Bray. Colts come after it, and they block it. Now it's picked up inside the 45. And with points at an extreme premium here in a 0-0 game, that could be a big special teams play right there.
That's an advantage play. Someone create an advantage for their team, give them an opportunity, and special teams is usually a terrific starting point for that. Blocking the punt, now they've given themselves a chance and have seized momentum.
First down, it's Gore. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think Frank Gore runs on doubt. And what I mean is, he's 33, and everyone keeps thinking this is the end, yet he keeps going.
I think something that gets overlooked, though, to your point, most rushing yards of anybody currently in the NFL.
Amazing. Big-time career.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. One receiver left is Hilton. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play fake to Turbin. Now Luck. Surveying the field. A dump down to Turbin. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be fourth down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Over half the Colts' points against the Bears came from field goals by Adam Vinatieri. He was 5 for 5. One for each Super Bowl he's played in.
Not bad, huh? And he had a 54 and a 53-yarder. He's also 5 for 5 on 50-yard or more kicks in 2016. What a year he's having. And you know something? He keeps doing this. He's going to be kicking his age pretty soon.
Yeah, right. 43 years old right now and still shining. Here's the punter McAfee to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First and 10, it's Osweiler. And he's got Fuller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Miller, the lone setback.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hang on now. 319. 319.
A first down carry now for Miller. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here we go now. 319.
They'll run it again with Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Novak's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on first down. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Whitney Merciless from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the handoff, it's Gore. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and long, it's Locke. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff for Gore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Gore back there is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Locke on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So a field goal apiece, that's all we have here in this first quarter. 3-all the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Gore again here on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And oh, Frank Gore yet to get up. Maybe dinged up on that play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. To throw is Luck. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 21 yards away. And the Colts are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We get a glance at the Colts defense as they work their way back on the field. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. Now Osweiler on second down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind
up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. The catch made by Miller. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Osweiler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Colts getting ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And again, it's Turbin. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing his luck, looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now the first carry for Jordan Todman. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Todman, 68 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Vinatieri now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So we'll get another look at the Texans on offense. I mentioned it earlier, 3-2 on this young season. Those two losses, though, big margins, 31-13 against the Vikings, and then way back against the Patriots, 27-0.
And I think what you just noted there, the big margins, that's the cause for concern for Texans fans because they want to be competitive. If you lose to New England or Minnesota, that's not such a big deal. But to get blown out by both of them, that raises some eyebrows.
Yeah, and the wins coming over the Bears, the Chiefs, and the Titans.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Osweiler on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that'll be good for a Houston first. And Hopkins, a Pro Bowler from a year ago, found the end zone in Week 5, 56 yards receiving.
You know, in 2015, he had to adjust to 4 different quarterbacks, taking snaps for Houston. Now he has Brock Osweiler. They're still trying to get their connection down pat, but he still knows how to find the end zone.
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Hot blue 90.
Now a handoff to Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. He's away from his home for the first time ever, but sometimes you get out on your own somewhere else, that can increase your performance. You only focus on your football.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. And that's incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Third down and 3.
Let's go. 3-19.
Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds his man Griffin. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 30 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Andrew Luck now. He gears up to lead this offense again. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run here with Turbin. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Turbin, 51 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Here's James. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out comes Houston, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert, 3 down.
Miller, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Back to the mic.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 58 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
Not more than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. They start on the ground here with Turbin. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It looks to me, Brand, like Dwayne Allen is really starting to come into his own as a tight end. Kind of reminds me of a previous Indianapolis Colts quarterback-tight end connection because what he's doing with Andrew Luck, they're really finding each other quite well.
Against Chicago, most catches he's had all year, 6, and then 50 yards and a touchdown as well. Now a first down throw. Luck finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Robert Turbin out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now, you know, partner, while we have a second, we went into last week, week 5, with 3 unbeatens. We left with 1, the Minnesota Vikings.
It's a tough league, and you never know what you're going to run into. Denver, they were surprised at home by Atlanta. How about Philadelphia on the road at Detroit, who was 1-3 at the time? And Minnesota keeps rolling along. They thumped Houston. And a lot of people are giving a lot of credit to that brand new stadium. They think it gives them great atmosphere.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. They run with Turbin. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Brock Osweiler now heading out there to get set to go here on offense. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Colts look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. 3rd and long. Quick pass is complete, and he'll be tackled at their own 44-yard line. Continuing on the drive, Brady's got the catch in traffic, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. The Colts is up now by 7. Midway through the second quarter, Todman's going to look for a gap, and he'd go in for the 68-yard touchdown. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10, the quick pass and completion is made, and he capped off the long drive with the TD, cutting the deficit to 7. Now 1st and 10, Turbin's going to break into the secondary, and this run goes for a touchdown. Colts up now by 14. 3rd down at the 41. Osweiler's completion is made out of the gun. And he's gone as he sprints into the end zone, cutting the deficit to 7. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
second half begins with a run from Miller. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
This is Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Gore back there is the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Third and 4. Another pistol look here. Play fake to Turbin. Now Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Osweiler. He's got Fuller. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And some space here. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Miller, the lone setback. Now Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, Osweiler. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Play action. Now Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. This is the running back, Blue. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. They go again with Blue. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Osweiler. He's got time. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but Obviously, you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Quan Bray now to return this football. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another carry now for Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now it's Locke. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Here's Pat McAfee now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Texans take possession. The Colts defense, they worked their way back onto the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now Osweiler on first down. Surveying the field. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 38 yards. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again, Osweiler. That's caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their big tight end from 6 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Gore back there is the lone setback. Play fake to Gore. It's Luck. Deep drop. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third and long, it's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's Pat McAfee now. He's been terrific so far. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Osweiler will throw again. His throw incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. Third down here. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw again is Osweiler. Finding time. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Novak's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points were on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Luck. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Luck on 1st down. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Gore back there is the lone setback. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Luck on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go. Green.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Texans a first down. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, here's Miller. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On third down, Osweiler. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Shane Leckler now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to take it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first down throw. Lock. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a pickup of 21. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. And now a first down following that long gain. One receiver left is Hilton. From the red zone now, Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Now on second down, this is Gore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. To throw is Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Turbin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Turbin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Vinatieri now for the point after. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Houston, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, Osweiler toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
If anyone ever has any doubt that tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, simple little completion out into the flat. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Walden in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. The catch made by Miller. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Miller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Novak's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Luck. And his throw is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Luck now to throw. Finding time. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Now it's Luck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. and still needing 10 yards. Second down. Luck. Backing up. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.